Good evening, everybody. Welcome to yet another interesting episode of Life Makeovers. I'm truly happy to connect with you all. Today, we have a very, very interesting person. Let us just wait for him to just join. He is a peak performance coach, yeah. And let him do the introduction himself. By the way, I'm Usha Vijay Raghavan. I'm a retired customs official, now a possibility coach. Yes, I think our guest has joined. So, as I was telling you, I'm the possibility coach. I'm also Aarti Khan certified coach. A very, very warm welcome, Arif Hussain. It is my pleasure having you here. In fact, we have been planning this for a very long time, right?
Right.
How
Thank you so much,
how are you
uh,
doing?
Isha, for inviting me here. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. Life is beautiful. And let our viewers know about you a little bit more. I know you are a peak performance coach. Yes, and also a best-selling author. And now we want a little bit more about you.
So, besides coaching and writing books,
Okay.
I'm a sports person,
Wow.
health enthusiast,
Wow.
and so I have worked in different industries.
Okay.
Most of it was into pharmaceutical industries.
Okay.
Uh, so I was a part of teams which launched medicines for lifestyle disorders like diabetes, hypertension,
Okay.
in northern and southern part of India.
Okay.
And so, and before that, I was into banking also, and in some infrastructure companies. So a lot of varied experience. And since few years, I have been I have been coaching people for their mindset transformation,
Okay.
leading to their performance enhancement or in whatever they are doing.
Okay, when you talk about peak performance in which field? Sports field or corporate or what is that?
So peak performance for me, so what I'm coaching is for work only. So for working professionals
Okay.
uh, who are at mid-level to lower level in corporates,
Mhm.
I am helping them to uh, take a leap in for their in their career.
Okay. So, is there a mindset difference between the top level and mid level? How exactly do you see it?
Look, what I have observed during all these years, so I have been into corporates for almost 2 decades. And so these executives, CEO, CFO, they are already having coaches. Okay, is the lower or the middle management who doesn't believe into getting trained or getting coached? They think only whatever they have studied in their school or college, that is sufficient for them to to reach wherever they want to.
Okay.
So there is a big lacuna there. People who are successful, they are the ones who have kept themselves updated, upgraded, as per the times, and who kept learning. So learning is for life, right? And this is a part of mindset. People who think they have done enough, they know enough, they kind of stop at that level.
Yeah.
So when I train them, so whether it is for health
Okay.
or it is career or relationships. So
Okay.
when we think there is the mindset is that we know enough and we don't have to do anything about those things, there is your growth actually stops there.
Yes, yes, yes. When you feel you have just come to that level, you stop growing, right? That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fantastic. I really agree with you because then there is a quest for improving more, and then you have that issue of setting a new mindset and all that. That one more leap has to go, and you have to change your mindset to achieve even more, right? So,
That's
and what made, when I asked you about the topic we are going to talk, you were saying that how mindset influences productivity. Could you expand on that?
yeah. So as we were talking about mindset,
Mhm.
so there are, the researchers have divided mindset into few categories. So one is the fixed mindset and the other is growth mindset,
Uh-huh.
right? So we were talking about growth mindset, people who want to grow at every stage of their life, wherever they are.
Mhm.
So let's say if somebody is at a healthy weight, he wants to get more energetic.
Okay.
He wants to have the lifestyle which can help him feel more energetic and do more things in that same day, or in that, or maybe increase efficiency,
Okay.
right? A person who is working in corporates
Mhm.
and he is doing certain kind of work, maybe in 2 hours he or she can think of doing the same work in maybe 1.5 hour or 1 hour, and then utilize the remaining hours in some personal development or something else, right? So this is what is being known, everybody knows it,
Yes.
right? Now the difference comes in knowing and application. So people who apply this knowledge,
Mhm.
they keep growing. People who just know and keep that knowledge within themselves, but they don't do anything about it. So that's the basic difference in mindset. So person who knows
Mhm.
and who doesn't know, they are all same if they are not applying.
Yes.
So
Exactly. There is no
my job
growth.
comes,
Yes. They are there,
yeah. So my
stagnant.
job comes, right. Yeah.
Good, good. Yeah, fantastic. So, but it is, if it is applicable to children as well, right?
Look, uh, when we are, if you remember our earlier days, our childhood, so where did we learn everything from? The first learnings happened at home,
Mm.
through our parents, to our relatives or friends, that small circle of yours. And after that, when you moved into school or into college, so again you experience things in your own way.
Yes.
So for example, somebody who has gone through a difficult time,
Mhm.
he or she came out as brave or courageous,
Mm.
right? Somebody who could not cope up with that pressure, that person became very defensive,
Okay.
very meek kind of person. So the situation was similar, but the learning can be different,
Yeah, that is what, like,
right?
when you said you were into fitness and this thing, I can really relate to that. When we used to play the match table tennis, I used to play. When I was not very confident, I went into defense. Yeah, no offense at all. So that is what happens in the mind also. You go into the defense mechanism. You start giving all excuses that because of this, this is not happening. It is not my fault. That is
Right.
what happens.
And then it becomes a habit,
Yes.
and it becomes a habit. So whenever there is situation, you behave in the same pattern.
Huh.
It can be changed
Oh.
with the right kind of, you know. So what coaches do is, they don't suggest or give advice. You can do this. No, they create some condition,
Okay.
some environment where you do your acts and you learn
Hmm.
new skills, or you develop yourself.
One second,
Okay, so with creating that
Arif,
environment,
I will
yeah.
just say hi to our coach Akshay, Taleda, Sachin, and others who have joined. Very nice of you to join, Akshay, Sachin. Yes, let us continue,
Hello,
Arif.
Akshay. Hello, Sachin. Yeah.
Akshay is from CTF Chennai. He does a lot of
Okay. Okay.
workshops for emotional intelligence and all that. So,
That's great.
so Arif, coming back to you, like, what is the difference between the corporate training and the way you are coaching for peak performance? What exactly? Because our viewers, they would like to know that. They will also, many people must be viewing, they must be in the software industry or something. They have their own training program. How does it differ? The way you coach for peak performance and the coaching which is training which is happening in their office. How does it differ?
Look, when it comes to performance, it is 80% mindset and 20% is just skills. So corporates usually train people for development of their skills, and that too, those skills are very narrowed down to the particular job.
Okay.
For example, a company is run with different, so there are many segments which come together and run an organization. So a person is skillful or have learned skills related to that particular segment, that department. Okay, but what is mindset? Mindset is it's behind all that what a person is doing. Okay, and that happens subconsciously. For example, if you have learned, if you are learning drive, what will happen in the beginning? So the skill is that you need to steer the wheel. You need to change the gears. You need to use your ABC, accelerator, brake, clutch, all that.
Okay.
So those are skills. But over a period of time, do you even check those things? It happens automatically.
Yeah.
Right. So what will you do then once you have developed those skills? You are in kind of automation.
Yes.
Okay. So you are doing that job. So there will be redundancy. There will be people will start missing something, and so everybody wants to grow. Within their own self, everybody wants to grow in life. Okay, nobody wants to remain in the same
that is what
status, same position for years. So that will bring frustration. That will maybe in fact, instead of growing, they will start degrowing.
Okay.
Just because of this nature, because they are not getting something additional, something new. They are not learning something new.
Yeah.
And then the performance will also go down.
Yeah, exactly. Like when it becomes automated, right? When they are skilled and they are doing their job, it becomes automated. There is no emotion attached to it. When the mindset is tuned, to other aspects of life, the performance also increases because he knows that to grow, so many things are attached to that growth, the outcomes, various outcomes in his life. So he will put more focus on his performance. Is that it? Am I interpreting it correct?
That's true, Usha. And the number one reason why people stop growing is because they fear. They fear a lot. They fear of experiencing new things. They fear if they try something new, what will happen. There is always uncertainty when somebody tries something new. So they fear of that uncertainty. And the second thing is they are trapped into procrastination. So they have ideas. They can take a leap in their job. They can start their own business. They can do so much in that same time, but they keep on procrastinating. And the reason for that is they get comfortable in being stuck. They don't like being stuck, but they get comfortable in it.
Yeah. Like some people, they enjoy undergoing that pain, that is actually some sort of an twisted way of self-love. Oh my God, this is happening to you. Like that, they start feeling, empathizing themselves. Maybe it is that sort of a feeling they undergo. They are stuck, they are fine, okay, they don't want to come out of the comfort zone, right?
Yes. And until somebody comes into some uncomfortable situation, we don't grow.
Yes.
So let's say So I have a few students.
Okay.
So this person could not even do, 5 push-ups the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And, just after 15 days,
Mm-hmm.
I made him do 30 push-ups.
Wow.
Okay. I just told him that, okay, you can do it.
Huh.
I kept on saying this, and he kept on pushing
Small leaps.
himself. Right? Yes. And it didn't happen in one day. And it's not just one thing. So I tell you, there was one, because of pandemic, people have gone into oblivion, and they are not enjoying the life. They are frustrated. They always compare what were we doing before pandemic and what are we doing now.
Yes.
They are confined to their rooms, especially students. So they have very difficult time right now, and the effects are seen very clearly. So this student of mine had a very good handwriting before,
Mm-hmm.
but now somehow maybe he's typing more on phone or on laptop
Exactly.
and writing lesser. So his handwriting was very bad, and he was, doing too many mistakes in things that he knew.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was surprised to see when I told him to say things to himself.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And within that very moment, things changed. His handwriting changed. His concentration improved.
Okay.
And he's practicing that daily. Of course, he's improving day by day. But I'm saying that's one single thing that he
can do it.
He's good at it. He can do it, and he is good at it. It changed.
Maybe the brain has forgotten his what do you call expertise in that. It has to be reminded that yes, he was good at it. Now it will come to surface when that is recognized, right? So, coming back to peak performance, do you think instead of training the middle level or something, it should be given to the higher level also, because they are the ones, they are dealing with the middle level people, right? So once their mindset, they will always expect that particular, they have that goal, their performance to be this level, but they may not emotionally connect with them, right? I think this particular aspect will hold good for even higher level people, so that they will know how to deal with their employees, and they will know how to, in fact, just make them do with a tap on their shoulders, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. And the culture flows from top to down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are the ones who create culture. But still, as I said, the maximum population lies in this. If it is a funnel, the maximum population lies in that bottom.
Yeah.
Right. So I may be able to touch more lives, and of course, so one of my client is a director of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And he has seen a tremendous change in his thought process, his confidence and communication. His performance has, improved a lot. And so you are absolutely right.
Yeah, now I would like to tell the viewers that even if you're in the mid-level or higher level, you can connect to Coach Arif Hussain. He will really do wonders for you, and he is also part of our community. We are all Arfin Khan certified coaches, and we know our job thoroughly well, and I can assure you that you will see the difference. And coming to your books, Arif, how excited are you about your books? You're a best-selling author also. Tell us something about your book.
So my first book happened in April. So I was thinking about that book since last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I started writing that about 4 years ago, and but somehow couldn't complete. And suddenly, in the month of April, the power of mastermind is such that I was able to finish and publish it in 10 days. Right.
Wonderful.
Okay. So that was three codes to live by for healthy life. So since health is one of the topics which are closest to my heart, so it was on that. The second book came out it's a co-authored book which actually became a best-selling book. So we are 5 coaches, from different locations in the world, and we came together, created a talk show, and then this book also happened,
Okay.
which is amazing. Bounce Back, Take Charge and Rise in Life is the name. So let me show you. So this is the first book that came, and this is the second one, the best-selling one.
Wow, super. Wonderful. I have also written a book. It is yet to be published. The editing has to be done. I'm just waiting for that to happen. That is again my story, like how I came to coaching and how I transformed somebody's life. So it is that particular person's life and my life. It is parallel. So I'm just excited about the book. So let's see when it is coming out. I just have to edit it and publish it. That is what it is.
So I am eager to read that, because I am sure there will be several stories, several inspirational stories from you and the journey of that person, right? So I am eager to read that.
Yes, yes, Arif.
What's the title?
You know that I was in customs department, right? We get to see so many. But after doing this coach to fortune, when we come to know about these baselines, limiting beliefs and all, now when I was doing that defining moments, I stumbled upon this story which actually happened in my life. So I thought, oh my God, when I did that, when I can do it in a structured manner, how effectively it could transform people, right? So it was the most defining moment for me when she met me in the airport and she told me, "Madam, you gave me that advice. Now I'm an entrepreneur. I've stopped smuggling and all that." Oh my God. Yeah. She was carrying gold. I was taking her to remand her in the judicial custody. I was taking her to Vellore. That time I just told her, she's a crazy. She had amazing paintings. I told her, why don't you sell this and then make a living? Why you want to do all this? Spoiling your reputation and your health also. And then I just forgot about it. After 10 years, she again landed in the airport and she just tapped my shoulders and said, "Ma'am, the day you told me something, I just followed, and now I'm running an art school. My son is teaching art in UK." Even then I said, okay, good for you. Okay, bye. I just said, but when we did this CTF, I really got goosebumps. Yes, I transformed literally somebody's life. Oh my God, that was a great experience. That is what coaching does, what we do is we tap the potential, we make them see the possibilities available to them. That is really a great thing about coaching.
That's true. And being in a position you could have just done your duty, your job, and left the person, but you actually helped her getting transformed. That's amazing. So you were already
what made me tell her that was when we were recording the statement, she went on telling, "I would never do this, madam, but I don't know anything else. We need to have some money for food. Had I been skilled, I wouldn't do all this. My husband has left me." All that she was telling me, but there I could see that she was not enjoying what she was doing. But when I saw her bags, I saw the paintings, and I said, why can't you do this? I just told her casually, it happened. That maybe that moment was, it had to happen that way. I don't know.
So that moment was meant to become a defining one for her
For me
right?
also.
And for you.
For me also.
Yeah. So
So,
there is one quote, I had written during our program itself. So uh, we receive while we give. Okay. So we receive when we give. Something like that. I need to check.
definitely it comes back, it comes back to you. So, the giving is like, it is like, you can't keep on inhaling, no, you need to exhale also. It is like that. You get choked up.
Right.
So, it is a
Right.
continuous cycle. So, that is wonderful thing about it. Now,
That's true.
what else would you like to tell our viewers?
So I would
What is
only
your message?
like to tell one thing, that this is my mission, to help people, at least 1 million people, to live a healthy life and in their best state. And, you can do this by telling, by narrating positive things to yourself. So just remember what you are telling yourself instead of what others are telling you. And if others are telling you good, you can receive that as well,
Yes,
right?
yes,
and
definitely.
and just keep growing,
Yeah.
so there is in life. So I had learned from my mentor that in life either you grow or you grow or you degrow. It can never be a stable line, right? That happens with only dead people.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is no stability in life. So either you grow or you degrow. So
Mm.
choose choose wisely, choose what you want to.
Yes, definitely. Are you part of STF?
No, I am not.
You're not. Okay, okay. I think you should, because you have a very clear thought about your what you're doing. I think you should have a great mastermind. You should start one, definitely.
So I'll join your mastermind. I'm there.
Sure, welcome, welcome. Oh, by the way, viewers, my mastermind is your bucket list to make you youthful. And let me tell you a little
Wow.
bit about my mastermind. I'm in the process of having my own mastermind where I help people in creating their own bucket list. Now you can ask me, what is a bucket list? Just the things you want to experience doing.
You
It
should
need to
tell.
be monetary also. Just to have that experience. Like it could be scuba diving, paragliding, or even going to some pilgrimage, or doing something for your near and dear, which you have always been wanting to do from your childhood. So what happens when you when those wishes gets fulfilled, at the ripe old age, when you look back, you feel so happy. Yeah, I did this, I did that. So it brings a smile on your face. Not only that, in the day-to-day routine, when you keep doing things, when you have a list of things which you want to do, which you're passionate about, it gives you a lot of energy. Yes, I'm going to do that. So you feel so enthusiastic about doing even your routine, So I would love to have people in my mastermind who want to create their bucket list and see that it happens. Thank you so much.
I am in.
Yes.
I am in your mastermind,
Oh,
and the reason is
uh,
I know every tick in my bucket list is going to be a great story for me. Yeah, right.
very. Yeah, everybody should keep writing daily what they want to do. One day or the other, it will happen. And also, the beauty of this mastermind is we will see that it happens for you. It is not I alone, all of us together. It is a collective effort to make things happen for each other. How exciting it is when you, again, you're indirectly coaching somebody to make things happen for them, right? And you also get coached. So let us call it
Exactly.
a day. And Arif, thank you so much. I'm truly honored to have you in my show. It was
Thank you.
great talking
Thank you
to
so
you.
much. It was a pleasure talking to you live.
Thank you, Arif. Thank you so much.
And thank you everyone for joining us.
Yes, you
Have
are.
a wonderful time.
Yes, we will put the link also. You can watch it again and again, and also you can connect. You can DM any one of us. You can DM Arif for corporate coaching, mindset coaching for peak performances, and don't miss the opportunity. And you can connect with me also if you want to have your bucket list done, created, and to see that it happens. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Wear your masks. Stay healthy. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.